Hi, everybody. My name is Vincent. I'm come from Los Angeles, California, and I'm an independent filmmaker. And I have been doing documentaries and narratives for more than 10 years. You can find my work on National Geography, BBC, Netflix. And every single year, a lot of information, a lot of news piece sent into my desk. And this story about Sikh draw the most of my attention. And the more researches I do, the more I realize how underrepresented and how underspoken this community is. And I'm lucky enough to meet Mr. Swanjit, and Mr. Swanjit. Oh, really?
Yeah, please have everybody take a seat. This is really important. Everyone needs to be heard. Now, everyone to sit down, please. Please. Thank you. Okay. I apologize. Thank you. Go ahead. What do you think?
I'm good either way. Oh, they just made an announcement, so I keep saying. Yeah, my job as a filmmaker is to be heard, ask for attention, and get views. So once I talk to all the Sikh members, I realize how important the history is to Sikh and how important it is to have a united goal for the community. So I pivot my directions from documentaries about global immigrations to a documentary dedicated to the Sikh community. And me and my team go to Washington, D.C. last year to document the protest in front of the Indian embassy. And then we interviewed a bunch of community members to speak on this matter. And yeah, we are planning to do more of the segment documentations because it's being heard by a lot of very important medias. In China, CCTV have heard us, the China News have heard us. They never know this issue has been going on for a while, and they are planning to do more documentations in their own. But in the meantime, we wanted to keep doing more. So we have a series of documentaries to give fractional information to audience because everybody's attention span is very, very quick. So 3 to 5 minute segment documentaries in the future for a series of them. And in the future, we want to focus on the matter of genocide survivors, the global immigrations, and the future goals of the Sikh communities. So my name is Vincent. I want to introduce myself again. So after the meeting, after you've seen the documentary, if you like it and you want to be a part of it, want to speak more about this matter, please talk to me. I would love to hear your voice and make the plan for future documentaries. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Today is the 40th year of Indian invasion of Darbar Sahib, Golden Temple, Amritsar. 40 years ago, the Indian army attacked Golden Temple to crush the Sikhs' right to self-determination. The Sikhs fought the independence of India. The Indian government responded with tanks and artillery, and they had killed about 10,000 pilgrims in a single day in Darbar Sahib, Amritsar, June 1984. Who were the pilgrims at the temple? The Indian government wanted to crush the Sikhs' right to self-determination.
The homicide team is releasing new information about the shooting death of a prominent Sikh leader in Surrey. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was gunned down in the parking lot of Guru Nanak Gurdwara on June 18th. So far, no arrests have been made.
I met Mr. Nijjar back in Toronto 2 times. He was a very decent man, and he was standing for equality, fighting for the freedom. I feel that Indian government gone beyond.
I was born in Punjab, but we moved out to New York when I was 5. And ever since I was little, I've seen my elderlies fighting for something that I didn't know about. You know, as a kid, you're born into a faith, you're born into something, you know, any religion. they wanted to protect the future, and that's why I'm here today. I am the future for them, the next generation, so I'm here.
Every religion, every nation.
So today we are finally here. We are here to tell the world what happened to us in 1984, what happened to us in 1990s, what is happening to us right now. So today we had an exhibition in regards to June of 1984. We all know in June of 1984, Indian Army attacked 37 gurdwaras, including the Sikh holiest shrine, Darbar Sahib, also known as Golden Temple, and Akal Takht Sahib, and also looted Sikh reference library. So today we showcase this in a form of exhibition with the pictures of small kids who were murdered. In the US Capitol, we are actually in Ray-Ban building in Washington DC, which is the political hub of the world, I will say. And a lot of different legislators and their staff member came to learn about what happened to Sikhs in 1984. I think this is first step for doing any kind of acknowledgement at federal level. We hope US Congress will pass the bill soon to acknowledge Sikh genocide as well. State of Connecticut is the only state in America that has recognized Sikh genocide by passing the legislation and calling November 1st as a Sikh Genocide Remembrance Day. And that was the bill passed in House, passed in Senate, and signed by the governor of the state of Connecticut. I think it's a very big achievement for all of our community. Welcome to Sikh Art Gallery, which is an educational space that was created in Connecticut in November of 2020. Now this space serves as a resource center for the Sikh community and for the community in large as well. So myself, Swaranjeet Singh Khalsa, I'm a director of Sikh Art Gallery. I'm also a member of World Sikh Parliament, the first Sikh who got elected in state of Connecticut for the city council, trustee in Gurdwara Sachkhand Darbar, which is located in Hamden, Connecticut. I'm a small developer, father of two daughters. I guess with all these things, my time goes fast.
Hello, how are you? Doing well?
This is our entrance room, and where we engage with the community. We talk about basic stuff, that how Sikhism is the fifth largest religion of the world. So the heart of Sikhism and heart of Sikhs, the holiest shrine and Sikh Vatican known as Darbar Sahib or Harimandir Sahib, but a lot of people know it by the name Golden Temple as well. It's situated in Amritsar in Punjab, which is on the India side, which we call it Indian occupied region. But Amritsar for Sikh community is one of their holy city, even though India has not given us acknowledgement for that. It actually reminds me that June is very sacred month for Sikh community, because in June of 1984, Darbar Sahib was attacked. But it's not just Darbar Sahib was attacked. The Sikh reference library was burned, and all the scriptures and manuscripts and many other artifacts were taken by Indian government. Basically, that's the attempt to commit genocide, but it's also an attempt to wipe out the history of the Sikhs.
My son was just born. He was 3 months, and I had to hide my neighbor's house for at least a week. They were so nice to keep me there. I was traveling from my office in a bus, which was, going towards a place where her body was brought to that hospital. And I got off about 6 stops before that. And next day I came to know that people from my community were taken out of that bus and beaten, and kind of some of them died as well. After that full 1 week, it was just about mayhem. They had a complete list of the electoral. They knew each house who was staying there, and they would go attack in front of the kids. They burned their parents, putting tires around there. The actual figures are not there, but probably about more than 100,000 Sikhs were killed and burned alive in the whole of the country.
And after 1984, the huge migration started. Now over 20% of the Sikh community lives in diaspora. They're called diaspora Sikh community. And one of the reasons why a lot of people are moving to these countries is because they feel the suppression they are facing in Punjab. You know, there is not breathing room for them or to grow or to understand who they are. Also, the current political situation in India is very terrible because they're electing right-wing people. They're trying to make India as a one nation, one language, one religious group oriented. That's not a healthy agenda, especially when you have so much diversity in the country.
It's Peter Albert Nystrom, Mayor of the City of Norwich. I met Swaranjit Singh back in 2010, and then I learned of the atrocities, 1984, and we as a city acknowledged that terrible event. And that, you know, there's more than one side of every story, but that one struck me as unique. We feel that acknowledging important historical moments in people's lives gives credibility. I've had very heated phone calls from the consulate in New York, from India, nation, a few other nasty emails, that kind of thing. And I've spoken at the state capitol on this issue. I've attended different gurus around the state and celebrations with the families. I think we have maybe a couple dozen Sikh families here. They're very hard-working, sincere people, and they're welcome along with everyone else. You stand up for your people, and that, you know, that's just the way it is.
Sikhism is an independent faith itself. We have our own scripture, we have our own history, we had our own places of prayers. So that's another struggle we are facing, just because a lot of people don't understand where Punjab is, just because the identity of Punjab has been lost over the years. And more than 80% of the Sikh population now lives in what we call Indian occupied Punjab. And that's one of the reasons for the stereotype that exists. But we try to educate people as much as we can that Sikhs are from Punjab. You can call us Punjabi, but we are not Indians because we are Sikh. We have nothing against anyone, but this is not who we are. I guess with more education, we can combat these, and we are working closely. And the state of Connecticut actually has passed a law to include Asian American and Pacific Islander studies. And under that, we have also were able to accomplish Sikhism. But I guess more people need to be vocal. They need to be more engaged in their communities. They need to serve in different boards and commissions. They need to participate in politics. And I think these are all the avenues or platforms that needs to be used so the Sikh identity can come out in a proper, correct narrative.